Let's start in this session. As a part of AWS data engineering, let's start understanding what is data engineering. It may be AWS, it may be Azure, it may be GCP, it may be Apache data engineering. What is data engineering? So first, data engineer is responsible to collect data from different sources, and performs analyze the data from different sources in different formats, and stores the results into either data lake or data warehouses. So let's say we have different data sources like file systems, CSV, JSON, XML, Parquet, ORC, Avro, different file formats, and we may have different RDBMS systems as input or source like MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, etc. Or we may have NoSQL databases like Cassandra, MongoDB as input. We may have different cloud file systems like AWS S3, Azure Blob, GCP Cloud Storage. We may have different data warehouses like AWS Redshift, Snowflake, and different data warehouses as input. First, what we are going to do, we are going to implement data ingestion as a data engineer. This is our first responsibility. We are going to connect different sources, and then if required, we perform transformations. First important point is we need to load entire data into our data lake first. After that, we are going to perform transformation stream. In extraction part, connect to sources, then load the data, load the data, extract the data, then load the data into data lake. So first we are going to store history of data into our data lake. If it is AWS, we have S3. If it is Azure, we have Blob. If it is GCS, we have Google Cloud Storage. If it is Hadoop, we use HDFS file system to store history of data. Because these cloud file systems, Hadoop file system supporting unlimited storage and parallel processing. It's supporting unlimited storages and parallel processing. So first our responsibility connecting different sources and loading the data into data lake. Once data is loaded, we are going to perform transformations using different technologies. We have different technologies like Python, PySpark, Glue, Databricks, EMR, and different transformation tools. So we are going to perform transformations on this history of data. This transformed data, we are going to load it into targets like data warehouses, like AWS Redshift, Snowflake, and many more data warehousing technologies are available. If it is big data, we have Apache Hive. After transformation, results we are going to store it into data warehouses. So data engineer collects data from different sources in different formats, then performs analysis means transformations and stores the data into targets like data lakes and data warehouses. Let me explain with one more diagram. one more diagram. So this is my source systems, and we maintain data lake, data lake, and we perform transformation. We load raw data into data lake, then we perform transformation, then transformed results we will store it into targets like data warehouses. Once our data engineering activity is completed, then data analyst comes into picture or data scientist comes into picture. If it is data analyst, they are going to take our results. They are going to prepare reports or dashboards. If it is data scientist is going to connect our targets, then he is going to predict the future. He is going to write algorithms to predict the features. Okay, our downstreams are either data analytics or data scientist people. Here, let me add one more point here. Let me add one important point. ETL and ELT. ELT. In ETL, we connect sources. We connect to sources. We extract the data. We connect the sources. Then we perform extraction. We don't use data lake. We perform transformation on extracted data. Then we load the data directly into data warehouse. Data warehouse. We load the data into data warehouse. So ETL means extracting data from sources, apply the transformation, and load the data into warehouse. So warehouse contain only results. Warehouse contain results. In ELT process, we extract the data from different sources. Then we load the data. We load the data into data lake. We load the data into data lake. Once data is loaded into data lake, then we perform transformations using different ETL tools. Then transformed data we load into warehouses. Observe here in ELT process where history of data presented in sources only. In sources only. Different to sources. So, so it is never recommended always connect with the sources. Store that different sources data into one location called data lake. Our cloud supporting unlimited storages. Our cloud supporting parallel processing. Our cloud supporting both unlimited storage and parallel processing. History of data we are storing into data lake. So all cloud data engineerings, it may be Azure, it may be AWS, it may be GCP, they are following this ELT concept, extracting data from different sources and load that raw data into data lake. If it is AWS, we use S3. If it is Azure, we use Azure Blob. If it is GCP, we use Google Cloud Storage. If it is Hadoop, we will use HDFS file system for storing history of data. On that data, based on the requirement, we are going to perform transformations. Okay. So clear writing, ETL and ELT. Yeah.